You start off with a solid base foundation for your crochet. I'm gonna use some scalp tonic on her scalp to make sure that her hair doesn't get itchy or flaky or dry underneath her protective style. Typically, I separate the hair into 3 pieces and begin in the back, creating the fullness there first, and then work my way from side to side and then the top. Client here, Shannon, typically wears her hair down in a short bob style, which is what we're going to do today. But because she wears it that way, that's why her braid foundation is done this way. For any client who would be wearing their hair up or wants the versatility of a ponytail, you would make sure that your foundation suits that style. At this point, I'm going to begin filling in the sides and back of the hair. It's important to make sure that when you're crocheting, you crochet through the stitches of the hair and not through the full braid. I'm working my way to the top. I'm finished with the sides and back. You'll see that the knots are separated a little bit more. That is because the hair will fill out because it's textured hair. So what I do is kind of separate those knots a little bit to make sure the hair isn't too thick, and that helps with making sure it doesn't get tangled. And now for the front. So I stand in front of my client because she's gonna wear that bang. So to make sure that the hair is falling into the front of her face, I stand in front and stitch the hair in that way to ensure that those curls fall forward. decided not to do the invisible knot technique with Shannon because she wants longevity out of her style, and the invisible knot technique tends to get a little bit matted. So for her, I went ahead and put the regular knots in and made sure they were secure by doing like 4, 5. You know, it just kind of depends on the hair. Time to cut. So there is a method to my madness, even though it looks like I just go for it and chop everything off. So what I do first is cut away all of the hairs tangled and get rid of that first at the bottom. I go ahead and create the length that she wants first, and then I pick the hair up and begin taking out pieces to create the layers in the look. So it looks like I just go for it, but there's a method to the madness, I promise. So the same rules apply here as it does with cutting hair in general. You want to make sure that you don't pull too much hair from the bottom, because pulling too much from the bottom will create the layers, but it will also cut off your length. So as you can see, I leave some of the hair down to make sure I'm not cutting into the length of the style, but creating those layers. So Shannon made sure to tell me that she wanted a nice sassy bang to go with this style. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna cut that bang, not being perfect, but achieving the look that she wants. And then from there, I'm gonna go back and make sure that her layers blend well with the bang, so that the bang doesn't look like it's just sitting there and it's out of place. here you have it. This is the finished result. You see those beautiful layers sitting in there. It's nice and full. Thank y'all so much for watching. Shannon and I had a blast doing this. Get it, girl. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you, and more is to come. Bye.